Hey folks, I'm Philip B, and welcome back to Stellaris, and this is the new DLC, new Galactic Archive DLC, which looks kind of fun. Now, I had struggled trying to create a race that worked with the origin here, because there's a lot of stuff in this DLC, and I wanted to make something that showed off a decent chunk of it. So there are two origins. One is sort of like piratey treasure hunty, which I thought was really cool, and I started to make a race for that. But then I wanted to also do the Galactic Archive stuff, which is what it's named after. And that didn't really fit with the theme I had going along, so I might do the piratey run after this run. We'll see. So I created this race instead of the other origin, which is the Primal Calling origin, which we'll get to in just a second. And it does have the Galactic Archive trait, Civic, that works with it, and some other stuff. Now, all civilizations, or most civilizations, I don't think it's all actually, but most civilizations can build the Galactic Archive. Not required, but I wanted to play with the new civics, the mechanics of the game. So I made these guys instead. Some giants. These giants are the compact of Jettenwald. They are called the Urnigates. They live a tropical preference. They have a natural sociologist, which is sort of like this taking care of the woods idea, taking care of the planet, curating creatures, as well as getting into like genetic manipulation and that kind of stuff. They're strong because they're giants. They're enduring because they're giants. And they're solitary because giants. You never see packs of giants, right? I went with egalitarian, xenophobe, and pacifist. This is very similar to the Storm Chasers run that we are also doing sort of alongside of this. That series has not gone away. We'll continue that for a little while longer. But I did replace, what was it? Spiritual with the xenophobe here. I haven't played with xenophobe very much, so it'll be kind of fun to do. Our two civics are the Galactic Curators. This is new. Both of them are new, actually. So the meticulous collection and preservation of historic artifacts has always fascinated the civilization, but now with the mysteries of the galaxy at their doorstep, there is everything left to learn. And Beastmasters, coming to full technological maturity in a system that serves as a feeding ground for space amoeba. The society has acquired a deep knowledge of their life cycle, and now work to nurture, raise, and ultimately clone these creatures for mutual benefit. Oh, I got the yawns this morning. So, the effects here is we get a guaranteed research option of Galactic Archivism. Get the initial specimens, one common of each collection category, and gain unity each time we find a specimen or complete an archaeological site. Purchases from the Curator's Enclave are 25% cheaper. It enables decentralized research edict, increasing research station output but decreasing researcher output on planets. The Grand Archive construction is also 25% cheaper. We get unity from jobs reduced, so we don't make quite as much unity. Anomaly discovery chance is increased, however, and our specimens output is increased as well. We get a special council position, as all civics do. The Supreme Curator, the Empire effects for skill level. Unity from culture workers is increased. It can be a official or scientist. In the Beastmasters, we get additional starting technologies of gravity snares and artificial breeding, which sounds very cool. Available starbase buildings of Beastports, and the home system starts with a Beastport. The starting corvettes are replaced with a space amoeba, and starting genetic material, common space amoeba. The modifiers, artificial ship. Naval cap usage is plus 200%. And council position, Beast Lore, the Empire effects per skill level is space fauna, sublight, speed plus 2, and ship damage plus 3%. They can be a commander or a scientist. I like when there's multiple leader types in council positions, because sometimes they have the council with like a lot of scientists on it, or a lot of commanders on it or whatever. So our origin here, Relic bureaucracy. This government is a pacifistic form of oligarchy where a complicated system of bureaucracy governs all aspects of society to ensure a safety of the citizenry. Cool. Falling is the origin. Despite rapid technological progress, we've remained bound to the wild creatures of our world, unwavering companions throughout our evolution. They are as much our teachers as we are their stewards. We do not take from them more than we can afford to give, and their sacrifices are venerated. This plays into the myth of the name, Yearnagate. Look it up, you can tell what I mean by that. In the untamed expanse of space, we may well discover other wild things. If so, we will treat them with the same respect as the creatures of our world. They will learn their place as we learn ours, so that together we may grow strong. Call to the stars, a primal desire burns within us. Whatever is out there, we will meet it with conviction. I'm kind of excited about this particular playthrough. The sort of RP end of this is that these people are curators of their own world, and during that curation and that sort of stewardship of the land and the creatures on the land, they've developed themselves into a society that sees themselves as the protectors of history, biology, archaeology, zoology, and xenobiology and stuff like that. That they want to collect all this stuff, store it and study it and maintain it and make it better, learn from it, take care of it, that kind of stuff. Like master stewards. That's a good way to think of it. Park rangers mixed with archaeologists. Be a good way to think of it too. Let's begin. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I did pick the 6-armed spiral for a little bit of differentiation this time. It's going to make our arms thinner, but be more like strings of gaps between stuff, which might make travel a little more interesting around the place. It's like in our opening system, we do have an alpine world there. I did not start as an alpine people. We are tropical world preference, yes, right? With the Untamed Wilds, max district -1, unity from jobs plus 15%, Wrangler jobs plus 1, Wrangler jobs per 20 part plus 20. Let's see what the Wrangler does. I suspect those are workers. They are Wranglers. Here they are. A specialist job. They give us amenities. Trade value from living standards is increased. Pop housing usage is decreased. Citizen happiness is increased. Interesting. It looks like they produce society research and unity and use consumer goods and food. Makes sense. Alright, now let's check out that beast port. So they have a vivarium tank, a beast port, and a void lure on this station. So the beast ports are specifically modified hatcheries that can both clone space fauna and construct basic civilian ships. Neat. The vivarium tank is an external tank partially exposed to space that can safely house captured space fauna. Cool. This has got a capacity of 10. Okay. And then lure. The void lure transmits signals into deep space that are capable of attracting organisms that take shelter in the void. Oh, it increases my vivarium max capacity by +5, so we have +15. 8. Our initial fleet, I think, will be amoeba, right? Yeah. 3 Mito-class space amoeba. Look at that. It's super cool. Let's take a look at them on our world here. They are floating around our station, I believe. They are indeed. Look at that. Isn't that cute? There's our station too. Let's grab our science ship and start with science ship, construction ship. Start with this. Grab our science ship. I don't need to go here. Let's go this way. Survey that system, please. Let's take a look at our beast port. Notice that doesn't say shipyard anymore. There's our space amoeba. Yeah, science ship, construction ship. Cool. Science ship. Pick some research. We can do blue lasers, fusion reactors, or capacity subsidies. Of these, I think the fusion reactor is the best one to do off the top. Although, I say that, do I need that? Hold on, before I do anything, let's go fleet management. Ship designer. Yeah, I can design corvettes, but space fauna is a whole new tab here. Look at this. Look at this. Amoeba weapons, regenerative hull tissue, biodrive, thrusters, hyperlane detection range, biosensors, and basic neurochips. Neat. Okay. The creature size, space amoeba. Alright. That's neato. So we go back to this research. Don't think I need these right away. That's so interesting that I don't have to worry about this too much. Okay, let's do capacity subsidies. Keep that in mind, that I don't really need to do it. Amoeba flagella, Alien Zoo, Grand Archive. Let's get Grand Archive. I mean, that is the name of the game. Hold on, that's 5,600. Something that's cheaper that I can grab. Alien Zoo is really cheap. Let's get that. And small space fauna ship hull points. Yeah, let's do that. Cool beans. We also have a new genetic material acquired. Oh, look at this. This is Relics. This is the collection, which is new. We'll take a look at that in just a second. There's the astral actions we don't have access to. And then this. Your vivarium is empty. Capture space fauna with gravity snare and store them here. I don't really have anything to stick here right now, but sure. I'll have to take a look how to do that in a second. In the collection, look at this. Look at this. We got aesthetic wonders, galactic history, and xenogeology. So this gives production, galactic curators, production, okay. We started with a level 1 of all of these. Started one already. So we got a uranium glassware as an aesthetic wonder. This is actually real. In case you didn't know, there is glassware out there that's uranium and it's slightly radioactive, which is kind of screwed up. Go to antique shopping and you see some really green, old-looking glassware. It's got a fun sort of like green hue to it. Is a good way to describe it. Check it out sometime. It's really cool looking. A decorative piece of carved from uranium quartz. This appealing, appetizing appearance is the ornament crystals, while the danger associated with refined uranium. Part of the limited collection, the trinket was neutralized with most of its radioactive properties after the artisan had finished the piece. Gives me increased amenities that cost me an upkeep of 2. This one, Ancient Political Memoir in the Galactic History. The biography of an ancient galactic politician. Lees Terrace was governing on Sarthana, a small colony within the ancient Harwath Conservatory civilization. A minor figure within the Freedom for Business totalitarian faction, she was known for her hardline stance against importing food supplies from foreign galactic powers. Following a series of scandal-driven resignations, she became the ruler of Parwath Conservatory, but it was not to last. Her declaration in support of renovating the beloved Parwathic clock tower almost caused a full-on revolt in the capital. She was swiftly replaced by another member of the Freedom for Business cohort, giving me a lower leader upkeep. Neat. And the last one is a perfectly faceted carbon. While carbon is a crystalline form, is not such a rare find in our galaxy, this specimen is especially notable for its complete lack of any internal or external inclusions. Whatever was previously in possession of this item took time to carve it in such a way as to highlight these remarkable features. Gives me some base science in engineering. Superiority, we already knew that. It's from Xenophobe, yeah. Artifact analysis. Not all the artifacts we have collected are mundane as first suspected. With some critical analysis, we can filter out the more interesting objects. Search for a specimen worthy of display among your inventory of minor artifacts. Cool, cool. Right, so much stuff to do. Okay, how do we do the snare? Can you do the snare? You do not do the snare, right? Okay, so let's go back here, survey that system. Do you do the snare? Oh. You do the snare. Oh, space fauna growth stance. Current space fauna growth stance is set to excessive. Space fauna in this fleet will grow to exceed fleet capacity. Oh, let's do controlled excessive. Okay, we'll do it. So it looks like we get more ships sort of naturally. Neat. Neat. This is really cool. I hope you can tell that I'm excited for this expansion. Neato. Government. We have our leaders here, yes. Edicts, I have 25 points, so I can definitely do something here. Decentralized research. Oh yeah, this was a, where was this from? From the Curator Order, I think? Grand Curator thing. It allows, it lowers research on my home planet and raises research on stations. We're not going to do that yet because we don't have a lot of stations. Courage Political Shot is fine. Happiness. Pacifist and Happiness or Starbase. Well, I got nothing going on. I don't have any stuff. I'm getting too eager. Too eager. Alright, let's unpause for the first time. Let the speed go. Let's see what happens. Void Lures deployed. That was a very cool sound. Our mastery of spaceborne organisms has led to the development of what we are calling void lures. These devices are designed to call into the wilds of space and attract organisms that take shelter in the void. We are not sure what we might attract, but certain frequencies we are broadcasting are returning regular and mirrored responses. Something is coming to us. Fascinating. Gravity snares. Following the recent discovery of gravity snares, the Jettenwald, the science ships are now able to launch gravity snares. Okay, so our science ships need to do this. These non-lethal projectiles safely capture and transport space fauna to our vivarium, where they can continue to reproduce new specimens of their kind. Culling and dissecting these creatures will allow us to harvest their genetic material for cloning purposes as well as other resources. Neat. I do have a second science ship. I don't think I have the funds for another thing yet, so we gotta wait till we have 100. Another scientist.
Situation log
Just
updated.
be in a second. The First League. All right, we got one of the boring
Construction
ones.
complete.
It's done. The precursor one's got. It's fine. So you live longer. You research factor, you gain experience, you have faster survey speed, but you demand alloys. I think we'll just do the live longer one. There we go. And I'll pop you over here to survey that system, I suppose. Construction ship, is there enough here for you to just do that? Yeah.
Anomaly found.
A challenging anomaly? I think we'll leave it for now. Oh, I'm so excited to see this playthrough.
Complete.
Admit I was a little disappointed with Cosmic Storms. There's a lot of
construction complete.
A lot of interesting. I mentioned this in one of those videos through that playthrough. A lot of interesting like environmental considerations, but don't really feel like it had much of an impact on the game. If that makes any sense. Now you're done here. Are you just gonna sit there? Because I don't know who's gonna finish first or where I want to go. Probably want a third ship. Yeah, let's do that. All that good. Ah, first one of these. Now let's see if there's any new ones. Synthetic, psionic, genetic is probably how we're going to go. Cybernetic, yielding, subject grass, prosperity, expansion, harmony, mercantile, politics, enmity, dominion, domestication. There's a new one. Discovery, adaptability, aptitude. Archivism is another new one, and diplomacy. Okay, we'll probably take both of these as well. Let's look at archivism. The proper preservation and stowage of artifacts in this galaxy will allow future generations to understand where they truly come from. Came from. Because they didn't just recently come from somewhere. The adoption effects. Unlocks agenda, astute observation. The exhibit unlocking cost is reduced and anomaly discovery chances increase. And when we finish it all, we get each completed category of my collection. So that list, you know, there was the one for the items, the history stuff, and then the biology stuff at the bottom. When you complete one of those rows, you get a -15 relic activation cost. Cool. We also get specimen output plus 15%, and in here we get archaeological activation speed plus 30%, more skill and science experience gain. We gain more diplomatic weight per specimen in our exhibit. We also get a increased selling cost. Allows your science ships to excavate archaeological sites in unknown systems. That is amazing. Gain a random xenogeology specimen. Each rare or better specimen exhibited increases the total production of its category by 15%. Awesome. And gains the random aesthetic wonder specimen. That's the top row. Xenogeology specimen is the bottom row. This must be the middle row. Yep, the galactic history specimen. It unlocks the exhibit focus policy. It's cool. We'll take that one probably at some point. Not initially though. Domestication, mastery of the galaxy requires mastering organisms within it. Unlocks the galactic trawling agenda. Farmer output is increased by 20%, and space fauna ship cloning cost is reduced. Oh, we take this one right away. There is always a risk when containing and transporting large-scale organisms that become damaged or injure themselves. With proper pacification gases and protocols, we can mitigate these problems. Vivarium max capacity is increased, fauna capture chances increased, and a greater chance of capturing a higher rarity space fauna. Awesome. Nothing goes to waste. Bio repurposing. You defeated space fauna, leave behind debris. You can now research and recover some of the cost. You gain 250 food when clearing an organic blocker, and clear blocker speed is increased. Astrozoology, the creatures of the void are each unique in their breeding patterns and nutritional needs. It takes great attention to raise them to their greatest potential in an isolated environment, increasing the chance of breeding all space fauna on the vivarium. Calling reward is plus 25%, and resources from zookeepers is plus 15%. Metabolic regulation. We can artificially control the maturation of contained species by regulating various key enzymes and proteins that affect their individual metabolisms. Unlock the metabolic regulation policies. Growth speed increase by 55%, and space fauna ship cloning speed is increased by 15%. And creatures that survive in deep space must depend on themselves to provide their own protection, or their species will cease to exist. Space fauna ship damage is increased, and space fauna ship sublight speed is increased. You're absolutely taking this.
Council agenda available.
Mass extinction. Oh,
Situation log updated.
Event chain. Mass extinction through the ages. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond the woods were not motivated solely by curiosity, but a desire to conquer the unknown, the need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of the woods has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and predominant scientists warn that the woods may be facing the beginnings of a mass extinction event, a cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence and the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study the number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may yet be avoided in the woods and Irrigate race. It falls to you, the High Guardian of the Compact of Jettenwald, to ensure that this expedition is carried out.
Situation log updated.
Okay. I'm not sure. That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure I've actually done this before. Maybe? Let's do that one and this one. This one. Decide where I want to go. Let's check the situation log. Mass extinction. We need a broken planet, a burned planet, a chilly planet, a desolate planet, and a noxious planet. This sounds familiar. Just cannot remember what they are. They're all out there. Gotcha. We'll get them eventually. I need to save up.
Found.
I'll leave that for now. This Feroden thing.
Situation log updated. Anomaly found.
We'll leave that for now. This is consumer goods, right? Yeah. Leader experience gain, research speed, or building upkeep, planetary build speed. I think we'll do Spark of Genius on our head of research. Let's also go here, and build. Can't afford this. It's 500. We'll wait just a minute longer.
Council agenda
I
ready.
do have one of these though. Let's get you, I suppose. Higher anyway, it's fine. I want you to do system. Council agenda is run infinite opportunities, citizen happiness increase. Perfect. We can do evolving society, which I might do, and I'll expand the council. We always do expand the council first.
System survey complete.
Hold on. Pause. You're done here. I want you to do that. 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 And I want you to do this. Actually, there's no reason for you to do that. I might hold off. What's this? This is a tropical. Okay. How about you do this system? Scientists believe that the latest acquisition, the ancient political memoir, would be worthy of putting on public display in the context of a grand archive. Beginning this venture would require some initial investment, but this potential cultural and scientific returns could be priceless. Could pursue it for 1,000.
Situation log updated.
Sounds great. Let's also purchase a little bit of that. Keep me in the good for a bit. And on the home world, let's build one of these.
Construction complete.
Somebody has leveled up. This is our High Guardian. This is the leader. Experience gain or leader lifespan. Let's do an active talent. You grab this particular building. We'll head over here.
Construction.
Okay, we got a strategic resource discovered. Exotic gases. Fun. 2 leaders have leveled up. Minister of Defense. Let's do politician. You're my Minister of State. Increased unity could be good. I don't need build speed. Stability could be good. Let's do principled. Sounds great. Well, that takes us to the end of our first episode. Excited for this DLC. Let's see where it takes us. And hopefully we enjoyed this particular DLC. So have yourself a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Leave a comment down below. Especially since this is the beginning of a new series. Let the algorithm know that you're interested in this series, that you like my channel, that you like Stellaris, that you like the new DLC. I don't know. But regardless, it really helps out a lot. So if you could do that for me, that would be absolutely super duper. So hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.